Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got another beer here from Mother's Brewing Company, and they are out of Springfield, Missouri. This was sent to me by Shane. He sent me a little box with a bunch of beers in it. I don't think I've ever had that small of a box with that many beers in it. But he wrapped them very well and they all survived, so good deal there. This is Mother's Brewing Company MILF, MILF Imperial Stout. 11% alcohol by volume, 50 IBUs. And I went to my beer list site, and it gives me the dating on it, and it says they use a package on date. The email I got from Shane said this was packaged on January the 5th of 2016. I will look closer on the bottle once we get it out. Of course, it's got a dark beer in a brown bottle, so a lot of times it's hard to see any kind of dating on the bottle, especially if they're using that black ink or anything like that. But I'm not really sure it has any dating on the bottle, so I'm not sure where they're putting their package on date, whether they're putting on the 4-pack, 6-pack, the case, the bumper of the truck delivered it. I don't know where they're putting that date. I didn't see anything on the label here, so we'll see if there's anything written on the bottle, but he tells me this one was packaged on January the 5th of this year. So 11%er, that 11% is going to keep 5, 10, 15, probably even 20 years. And this is a special beer here. This thing, it says, the commercial description here says here, 11%, you're in for a treat with this one, brewed with cocoa nibs and raisins, then lovingly aged in rum, sherry, bourbon, brandy, and whiskey barrels. So this beer has been put in 5 different freaking barrels. I don't think I've ever had a beer that's been transferred into that many. And I don't know how long they're leaving this beer in each one of these barrels. So I don't know how old the beer is, to be truthful. This beer may have been brewed 2 years ago. And if they're leaving it 6 months in each barrel, I mean, it's going to have a whole lot going on with this beer. So I'm anxious to see what this brings to the table. I don't think I've had, usually they'll put it in 1 barrel. Occasionally they'll put it in 2. But usually it's just 1 barrel. They'll put it in a bourbon barrel or a wine barrel or a brandy barrel or a rum barrel. But to put it in that many different barrels, I don't think I've ever had a beer that's been put in that many different barrels. So, looking forward to this one. I really am. The end result is a complex and elegant companion that's ripe for carefree nights of privilege and excess. And maybe getting shit-faced on top of that. 11% been put in that many different barrels. It's going to have a whole lot of stuff going on there with the bourbon and the whiskey. I mean, the bourbon and the rum and the brandy and the sherry. I mean, a whole lot's going on there. So, anxious to get my hands on this beer and get it into the glass and see what it's all about. It may be a mess, and then again, it may be exceptional. So, food pairings for this beer says here the cheeses, buttery brie, good Havarti, Swiss, and since it is an imperial stout or a stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. And the meat is beef, smoked meat, game, and grilled meat. Glass running pint, Becker, Nonic, tumbler, sniffler, oversized wine glass. My favorite glass today. And can be sold for long periods. 11%. This beer will keep for a long time, guys. So, this is a damn shame that I can't get my hands on these beers here. And like I said, these beers And they're out of Missouri, Springfield, I think I thought I told you. And nice cap. Got the Mother's Heart on there, Mother's Brewing Company. We'll have to save that and put it on the fridge downstairs. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Right down the center on that. About a finger, maybe a little bit less on that pour. Over into the light, there's none, absolutely none. It's pitch black, guys, even through the thin part of the glass down here on the bottom. Oh, nice creamy, chocolatey colored head. And it's just barely covering the beer on the inside. A little bit more on the outside ring here. Good looking stout. Final beer of the evening. 11%er, of course. You would want to have this as the first beer of the day, then try to drink something lighter after this. That'd be bad. That'd be real bad. You don't do that. Start with your lighter beers and work up to the heavier beers as you go. Let's get a nose on it. Oh. Wow, the bourbon is this rich roasted malt. Dark fruits, raisins, plums, dates, bittersweet chocolate, cocoa, maybe some hints of some coffee. A lot of stuff going on with this beer. And the bourbon is overpowering all the rest of the barrels right now. I don't think you could smell a sherry barrel over top of a bourbon barrel. Just me, this is my opinion. Not getting a lot of rum. The bourbon is just off the chain, guys. Smells kind of boozy, but it's been in a lot of different barrels. Wow. That's a potent smell there. Wow. 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 It's time. Let's get it on. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Shane. Thank you, my brother. This ought to get it on. This ought to put your ass in the hammer lane. Wow. I am getting the sherry in the taste. I am getting the rum in the taste. Getting the bourbon in the taste. Wow. Little bit of coconut in there. Wow. That is freaking awesome. Wow. Hair's going back, socks are blowed off. That's incredible, guys. That is freaking incredible. That's definitely dessert in a glass. Big booziness on the nose. Very little booziness on the taste to me. Now you know you're drinking a big beer. Trust me, you know you're drinking a big beer. But for an 11%er, I've had 8%ers more boozy than this. Wow. That is definitely a sipper, and you want to sip this. You want to savor every little sip of this. For this beer to be put in that many different barrels. Wow. I'm blown away, guys. This is freaking awesome. I wish I could get my hands on these here. The cocoa wine, brandy, rum, sherry, bourbon. Wow. Wow. That's awesome. Did I say wow? I gotta take this back and let her taste this. And I know what she's gonna say. You don't want any more of this, do you? That's what she always says when I take her back something like this. It's very, very nice. Wow, that's delicious, guys. I know where this is going to go. I'm going to sip on this for probably about 45 minutes or so. Might even fire up a cigar to go with this while I'm sipping on it. The only problem is it's raining cats and dogs outside. And we don't smoke in the house anymore, so I'm going to have to suit up to go outside to do that. That sucks. That's a damn tasty beer, guys. Wow. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got this a little left here. It does have a date on it, but it is so faint. It is so faint you can barely see it. You would never see this with the beer still in there. It's right here on the neck. And it says 01/05/2016 and a time stamp written on it. But it is so faint, I don't see how Shane ever read that. Unless he drank one of them and seen it after he poured the beer out of it. You would never see that date with the beer still in there. And you need to switch over to a blue or a white or a yellow ink to put that on there, because you would not see that with the beer still in there. It'd be impossible. It is just so bad you can barely see it when the beer is out of the bottle. So this beer is freaking awesome, guys. This beer would be a great candidate to cellar for a couple years, to let all those flavors come together and meld to something. I'm sure it would get better with age. I really believe that. It is so sweet and candied. The coconut from the barrels, the sherry is there. Maybe some hint of some dark grapes or cherries from the wine. The bourbon is there. Wow, it's awesome. It is freaking awesome. And like I told you, when I gave it to her, she went, "You don't want any more of this, do you?" And I went, "Give me that." So it's delicious, guys. I wish I could get my hands on these beers. This is definitely, if you can get your hands, if you're in the Springfield, Missouri area and you like a nice bourbon barreled or a barrel aged Imperial Stout, this is the one to seek out. Wow. I'm blown away by the aroma on this beer now that I've been sipping on it about 45 minutes. A lot of stuff going on here. I mean, the candied sugar, the roasted malt, the bourbon, the dark fruit, the chocolate, everything. A lot of stuff going on this beer. Wow. Great beer to finish up the evening with. Final beer, final chug. Don't want to leave anything in this glass. If I could get my tongue to the bottom, I would. Oh wow. That is a world-class, awesome, outstanding beer, guys. It is an 11 in a 10 scale. It is awesome. It's a 100 for me. It's a 110 for me. This beer is freaking awesome. Wow. That is a gorgeous... I'm blown away. I don't know what to say, guys. This beer is probably one of the best beers I've had in 2016. It's pretty damn tasty. It's awesome. It's awesome. Definitely 100 for me, guys. There's nothing that I could say to tell you to make this beer better. It is. I would love to have a 4-pack or a 6-pack of this and do one a year or two, and then do another one 5 years, and then do another one 10 years, and then the last one 15 years, or be able to buy this beer and do a vertical of one that's fresh, and then one that's been in the bottle for 3 or 5 years, just to see the difference of these beer, how this beer matured and come together. So, wow, delicious. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 92 outstanding. I think it's way better than that number, guys. If you don't think this is probably the best stout, barrel-aged stout you've ever had, you're on crack or something. This is freaking awesome, guys. And over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 195 in the style. I agree with the 100 overall, and the 92 outstanding. That number is way low. This is definitely a 100 beer, guys. It's outstanding. It's world class. Great beer. Awesome beer. And I have one or two more of their mother's beers in there, and I'm hoping they're going to be just as tasty as this one is, but this one blowed me away. This one definitely blowed my hair back or my socks off. This is freaking awesome. Very nice. So if you've had this one from Mother's Brewing, this is their MILF MILF. Is that how it's pronounced? MILF Imperial Stout. Wow. American Stout, Imperial Stout, however you want to call it. Great beer. 11% alcohol is well hidden. A little boozy on the nose, but after it warmed up, oh, it was awesome. It was delish. It was delish. If you've had this one, let me know what you think of it, guys. I was blown away. Freaking awesome. Best beer I've had probably in 2016. No doubt. Damn. I'm sad now. I don't have any more. Alright, guys. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge. See you then.